Yeah, all right, so I am currently watching the Toronto Blue Jays beat Tampa Bay in the opener of the season. First game. I'm so excited. We're such huge baseball fans in our house that I feel like for the next, however many months, I guess until we, win the World Series, obviously, you're not going to see a lot of us except maybe through YouTube because we're going to be watching a heck of a lot of baseball. It's our year. So, I'm not here to talk about the Blue Jays and how much I love them and how much baseball is integral to our family, but I am going to talk about family and especially moms. Especially moms on YouTube. So, YouTube is a platform that I've really gotten into recently, especially when I cook. I love to watch cooking videos. There's a couple of vegetarian and vegan sites that I particularly love watching because they just give such great content. And as I was getting more and more into YouTube, I started thinking about what a great platform it is for moms. How much moms need to be on YouTube. Back in 2009 when I had my first son, so almost 7 years ago, he's going to be 7 in just a few weeks. I had nobody. I was completely alone. I was so isolated. None of my friends had kids. I was still in my 20s. And so I started this little blog that still exists today. It's called Sleeping is for Losers. And it was such a game changer for me because suddenly I was meeting other moms. And yeah, I wasn't meeting them in person, but I was getting the opportunity to talk virtually with other moms who were feeling the same feelings I felt, who were in similar situations that I were worried about what to do about work. Should they go back to work full time? Should they find a part-time job? Should they change careers? Their baby wasn't sleeping. What could they do? So we were all in this together, and suddenly I didn't feel like motherhood was such an isolated, scary experience. It became something that I was doing with a community and a group, and maybe I wasn't seeing them in real life, but you know what? They were very real to me, and the advice that they had and the challenges that they went through made a difference in my life and made a difference in the way I was able to parent my kids. YouTube could be exactly that for moms. I think, if so many of us sat down in front of just a webcam, we don't need to have these big flashy videos, and just talked about the trials that we're going through, we're honest with the feelings that we were feeling, and really just laid it all out, I think that YouTube could be this amazing platform on which moms could gather and talk and learn. But I don't see that. Do you know what I see? I see moms acting silly and doing parody videos, and not that there's anything wrong with that. Some of them are really funny. I see moms in these highly stylized, super lit, well shot videos that show DIYs and perfect homes and cooking segments with quinoa and roasted this and fancy that. Let's be honest, when I'm throwing my frozen pizza into the oven and yelling at my kids who are beating each other up in the living room and my house looks like a tornado has gone through it, I don't want to see those kind of videos. All I'm seeing on YouTube is perfection, is silliness, is light and fluffy, and I see so little of what I think it is that moms need. I think moms need to be real and honest and open, not try to constantly be funny and goofy and silly. I think moms need to lay it all out and say, you know what, today my day was crap. Here's what happened. Here's the problems that I'm having. Here's the successes that I've had. But we need to share and we need to be honest. And I think we need to use this kind of a platform to do it. Because in 2009, when I could read somebody else's blog and get a feeling for what they were going through, it meant the world to me. You know what would have meant more? If I could have seen them talking about it. If I could have seen their face. If I could have seen that they were in their messy, unlit bedroom like I am right now. If I could have seen that they were just being raw and real and telling me the truth about what they were feeling because I was going through that exact same thing. That would have meant the absolute world to me. So I'm committing myself to making April my month on YouTube. I can't commit to how many videos I'm going to do. I'm starting a new job soon, so I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to, do a video each day, but just talk about the realness of motherhood. I'm at maybe a different stage than some people. I'm at a stage where my kids are 7 and 5 almost. They're both about to have birthdays. But you know what? I still feel that baby stage. I still feel the pressure to be a perfect mom. I feel the pressure to be a perfect working mom. I feel the pressure to be a perfect working Pinterest mom. And I just want to lay it all out. And I want to use this platform. So I want you to join me as well. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you have thoughts, if you have feelings, if you have anything you want to talk about, I want to know about it. So you can leave me a comment. You can get me on Facebook, Sleeping is for Losers. You can get me on Twitter. You can get me on Instagram at Sarah Nuke. That's Twitter and Instagram. Ask me those questions. Reach out. Know you're not alone. And you know what? Let's build a real, true community, not based on being silly, not based on highly stylized videos, not based on DIYs and cooking, even though I like DIYs and cooking. Let's make it based on the real, raw emotions, pitfalls, and successes of being a mom in today's world. So I look forward to having you guys join me on this journey.